Hello. Welcome to the Talos Principle playthrough part 6. This is a great journey. Which is a name of a campaign in one of the Halo missions. But anyway, no, I've been saying this a lot. This is a lot of fun for me. I don't care if I get a lot of views on this. I mean, that'd be nice, but I'm thoroughly enjoying this. It is so much fun. A little frustrating, but very, very much fun. And I don't remember what I did in the previous playthrough, years ago to now. So, yeah. Anyway, all right, so we got one of the red ones. We get the green one. We'll also get the ability to open up C, and then we have a star, which we can clearly see on the top of the Washington Monument. Now, in the previous stream, there was one area that I didn't get a star. There's two there, and I didn't get one of them, so we're going to have to go back to that eventually. But let's just plow ahead, and then it's like, yeah, why is there a pole here? I don't think Egyptians had, poles. But what do I know? Like maybe they did. I don't know. Could be completely ignorant of what the Egyptian culture was able to do or not do, What does this say? I've been running this gauntlet for generic answers. I'm fast coming to the conclusion that there are none. Dog speaks truth. Dog is great. I love dog. If you want to, there's all these like random QR codes that you can read from former players, apparently, and it starts to give you more of a idea as to what is actually happening or not happening. All right, so what is this? Behind the Iron Curtain. Okay. This has a, do you want to cheat and get out of this mode? No, I don't. So that's the end goal with a blue laser. There's a box back there. There's also a red laser. And we have this. Okay. There's also a blue box there. So, what can we do? There's no recorder in this one. So we could do this. Okay. So that gets us a fan. What does the fan do? It lets us come up here. And it also lets us get the box and also another connector. Okay. And we can come out if we soft lock ourselves. I was reading in the Wikipedia entry for this game. It'd be interesting to see this in action, but apparently when they were testing this, they created something that would automatically test all of the puzzles and the mazes and just see if they would come up with situations where the player would get into a situation that it couldn't get out of. And so that helped them with testing the game. And I was like, that's pretty cool. I don't watch Jonathan Blow's streams anymore. Very, very rarely. I've said a couple times that I love The Witness, but watching his streams was like becoming torture of just not. It was fun to watch, somebody with what they had as an opinion about a programming language, but it was just getting to like the time he broke a keyboard on a stream, which granted, yeah, I shouldn't have to connect to the internet and like validate my purchase or something just to use a frickin' keyboard. Fair enough, but to just break it outright was like, no. That was ridiculous. And apparently he's been creating this one. The reason I bring it up is because he's been creating this one game that is basically moving people around, things around to eventually get to a goal at the end of the maze, which I'd be interested to see it happen. It's been going on for years and still hasn't come out or anything like that. I did catch on one stream earlier that had a similar concept of being able to like record playing the game so that if you changed the code underneath, you could rerun the test, and then you can make sure that the solution still worked. So anyway, back to this game. So we can take this connector. Really can't do much with it. What did that do? Okay, that does that. I don't know what this does, though. Let's put this here again. Or is it not letting me turn this? Okay, that's still on. I don't really see a lot of difference here. Oh, by the way, you might be able to send up a blue light. Don't know if that would help. Anyway, if I take this off and put that here, and put that. Ah. Okay, now can I grab them? No, I can't. Huh. Well, that no worky. Because I can't grab them from up there. Did I miss anything? There is a... Yeah, but that doesn't help keeping this door open. Unless I put this here. Let's take this. No, you're not going to be able to see that from here. So that doesn't work. And I can't put the... Oh, that's interesting. Let's explore that. Let's explore the space. I need more cowbell. Let's take this. Let's put it here. So now we got another red laser. Which I'm assuming we would need to do this so that we can use it for something. But... could we grab this, do that, no. Or, alternatively, or that, wasn't really thinking that that would work, but okay, cool. So we got this, that now keeps that open. Oh, I see. Yeah, it's... because to get this, we need this open. Maybe we could do, possibly, is again, connect that. Now if I take this off, that still stays open. Okay. so now I can put that back there. Grab this box. You're coming along for the ride this time. No, we need to... Yeah. I think that's what we need to do here. Because now we can grab the connector. Now what I was hoping for... Why is it... Do we need to bring a third box over? Actually, wait. Let's keep the connections right here. Grab the box. Bring it back over here. Behind the iron curtain. So now, if we come up, I feel like this is getting a little ridiculous, but so that's red. We need the red. Well, we got this out here now. But now, unfortunately, we have the same problem, which is when I grab this, it's gonna... Just curious. If I come over here. Unfortunately, I can't get on that box. Damn it. Yeah, that's not high enough. Yeah, that's behind there anyway. Okay, we have a blue thing. The blue thing is behind that. And so we need a red laser to hit it. Resetting. So there's a connector and a box back there. There's also a box back here. And there's a box back there. Can I, if I take this? Nope. It's like they put that tree there because they knew somebody like me would try something like that. No. God damn it. Okay, now that works. And actually, that gets us this. So, we could put that there. We don't need that to keep that open. But we do need the red laser. And so this is where we now need to get the second one. Okay. To get the other one out, though, we have to have the fan on because otherwise we can't. And to get... Okay, now that does that. Okay, so now if I grab this, I put it in here. Grab this, because I'm just theorizing here. Put that here. Keep the connection. Let's move that here. Grab this here. Okay, so now let's keep the connections again. Want to keep the connections, but turn it off for now. Oh, damn it. You son of a bitch. Well, that don't work. it's just at this angle that it just won't work. It's like they anticipated somebody might do that. Even if you could do this, you still need to be able to you wouldn't be able to see that. You wouldn't be able to see that either. Wait a minute. Let me think about this for a second. Because now if I take this off, oh, that shuts it. We need the blue. The blue is back there. So to get the blue, we have to red laser it and then... And we need two connectors. We've got to get that connector out of there. And we've got to get that connector out of there such that we can put a box there . This one's tough. This one's tough for me. Yeah, that doesn't work. How do you get... Doesn't make any sense. How do you get... Doesn't make any sense. You have to have things on both pressure plates, and if you put another box in there and you put the connector on the top of the box, and if you climb up, when you try to get the connector, it won't work. might skip this one for now because I can't figure it out. I don't like skipping them because then you're putting brain power, or at least trying to, into this. Going to another one. I can't figure this out right now. 4 chambers of flying. God, why are all these so hard? Getting better at this. I figured this one out in minutes. Where is it all leading? I work, I rest, I work, but what end? We are born, die, and live again. This eternal cycle must be the nature of existence. Life is merely repeated suffering. An eternal cycle is another name for a prison, but you must understand the cycle before you can break it, for it is possible to escape and yet remain a prisoner. Try to break the cycle by breaking yourself. This is the fate of the ghost that haunts the world. Great, yet another one that it's like, oh, you're stupid. Here, you want to cheat? Okay, why would I do... Oh, because that puts something there. Same thing here, too. Let's see. So then something would fly there. Okay. So we have 2 that requires you to fly. This gets you a connector. Yippee. That opens that. Okay, that makes sense, but I can't get in here. I need something in those to do that. So, could I take this, put it there, let it fly. Jammer. And there would be nothing else in here that would help us. So this is now... Sometimes I have to think about what's now closed off from the map. So if I put that here and I put this here, and now I do this... Now we've got all of it. And none of this area should matter anymore. Because it doesn't help us move forward. Why would that fan be aimed that way? Okay, so we can't get in here. What's on the other side here? Okay, so we have our laser. The laser is over there. Okay. So that just lets you come back out. So we have one connector. If I launched myself with the jammer, this would all work, right? Well, would, except how would I then get something on here? That could then launch me over there. But I don't need to. I can just climb over that. Something... No, take this. Oh, well, could we put this on a box and then take... Where'd it go? That over there. Launch it. No, why are you just drop the damn thing? Okay, so now I did that. Hey, bug. Guy has been around. Okay, so now I can... Well, now I got the piece. That seemed... Like, why do you even need the red laser? Whee! Oh, I should have put that on the box. Or just take it with me. Yay! Okay. It's like, why is this red laser here? Because you don't even need it. The 4 chambers of flying. Well, there was that chamber, that chamber. There was the one on the other side. There was not 4 chambers of flying. Game, there was only 3. I don't like you, game. Why are you doing this to me? Anyway, I got the piece, which is what counted. And the star is up there, so we eventually have to figure out how to get a blue laser to shine on that. That is a problem for not another day. Hopefully. I'm trying to set up a stream on Twitch right now, Hollow Knight. Good luck. Hope it goes well. Me, myself, and our 2 jammies. Jammer. See, I said jammies. It's supposed to be jammers. Jesus. Okay, that is the goal. Stop with the... Okay, so we have a recorder. And we could jam the turret. Right, because we could reach it from here. And then I could stand on this, because that opens this, with that turret jammed. And then... That doesn't really help. Can I jam both of these from here? I can. So, if I take this... Oh, but you can't jam two at once. Like, I could do that. Okay, I think this is a timing thing. So, I jam this here in the real world. I record myself just standing on this. Actually... Yeah, and so now I'm going to run through with the jammer that's over there and jam this. Then what I'm going to do is take this, say jam that, and do this. Now I can run through over there and get the piece, I believe. Okay, so to review, yeah, I can just jam this first. If you want to watch him, Dr. Redacted Bug stream name is Bad Mike Meets Hollow Knight. I mean, I can have it on in the background here. I'm probably not going to, because I got to listen to this, so. Could you do a favor, Bug, and post the stream URL to my Discord server? Because I'm not finding you on... Like, I'm trying to search for your name, and it's just, it's... Oh, wait a minute. Oh, there it is. There. You now got another subscriber. Oh, I see what you're saying. Is you're trying to set it up. You can do it. You'll do it later. I get it. I think that's what you were saying. Okay, cool. All right. Excellent. Anyway, okay, so back to my logic here. I want to have that jammed, then record standing here. So now in the real world, I'm grabbing the jammer and coming over there and unjamming that door. Then at some point, I'm going to come off of this, take this, and jam that, and stand. It doesn't matter where I stand at that point. Just jam it. And then I can go through. I think that's what I want to do. Okay. We'll see if that works. Record. Okay, so now I'm standing here. And now what I should be doing in the real world is grabbing the jammer, walking through here, going over there, and setting up the jammer over there so it can unjam the door. Okay. And I think by this point I should have done that. So now what I do is I come over here and I take this and I say jam that. And now what I should be able to do... no, that didn't work. Okay, wait a minute. Oh, you know what? We could just stand here and then jam that. Okay, that works. So now when I'm playing this real world, I gotta wait for like 20 seconds while I undid my crap. And that should be enough. If this didn't work, then we start over. Okay, so now let's play. Okay, so I'm going in the real world. I'm doing that. Take this. Over here. Over here. Why am I on a pressure plate? To help me to get a pressure plate. No, I just gotta wait for that. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get the piece. We're going to see. Come on, Jason, get your logic in your head. I'm going to unjam that gun. There you go. Wait, was that the real jam? There we go. Yay, we got that one. Yippee. That one wasn't too bad. But wait, is there more? Is there anything secret? Is there anything over here? Actually, I'm kind of curious. Is there anything over here? I don't think so. But... well... Let's just reset the puzzle. I mean, I've already got it. It's not like I lose it by doing that. It just resets. Okay, so now let's take my jammer and let's just record jamming this. And then let's record me. Oh, I don't even need to do that. I already have a way to get through it. Oh, it's a lot more complicated than I was making. Okay, we don't have a box to stand on, so if there's a way to get out here, that doesn't work. So there's nothing secret in that area. You did it, you think. Okay, hold on. Trying to support the community without dying. That's what I'm trying to do right now. Huh. I still don't see a live link. Okay. Oh, Jesus. You're doing it on Twitch. I'm sorry, I didn't pick up on that. You see, you even said Twitch, and I just was like, huh? Okay, follow. Yo. I'm not going to be able to listen to it because I got to listen to this game, so I won't have the volume on for it. But, Bad Mike meets Hollow Knight. Alright. Well, have fun with that. I'll keep it on for a little while, but hopefully get some more people to watch it. Alright. Cool. Back to solving puzzles. Or as I like to say, puzzles. I did watch somebody do the one heart boss that you have to keep going up level after level after level, and I think it was like they used the beast crest and some other things and just was absolutely destroying everything in there. Of course, I also kind of went, I'm glad I stopped where I did because I didn't want to have the stress of trying to figure that all out constantly on my own. Wait, is there? Oh, it's just a gap on the stones there. Okay, so is this where we wanted to enter? I think this is where we wanted to enter. Yeah. And this one is the green one. This if we get this lets us get into the sea area. And this also has a blue laser, which is I thought I just saw something there. I was watching, I know Guy's not on the stream. I was also watching a couple of the videos that people this one guy did for, you know, decompiling and creating mods for Hollow Knight and Silksong. It was really interesting because, you know, you could basically, you know, it shows you not necessarily the rendering instructions and everything like that, but more like the video I watched was the state of the game. So you could basically give yourself a ton of geo. You could probably flip all the flags to, you know, get all the crests and everything on at once. It was interesting, which is why I tell people constantly, don't try to obfuscate your code. It's just a deterrent. Because people are going to figure it out that way. The only way you can do is to say, you know, illegal to decompile, and people are going to still do it for entertainment purposes, you know. So it's kind of like, all right, so we can put that there. And then I think we can grab the box here. The hexahedron. I love it that they had an argument because of the rounded corners and stuff. What is this, really? Okay, so there's nothing else in here. So that area is closed off. We don't care about that anymore. So now what we want to do is... well... we could be sneaky. We could be very sneaky. We could try to be sneaky. I don't think that's going to work. Let's actually just connect this and this. Connect. So now that gets us the connector in here. Okay, and then we no longer care about this. The thing I got to keep in mind, though, is that there is that center obelisk there. And I think what we eventually want to do is figure out how to get a connector out of a map. Because if you look here, that's what we want to connect to. And this might be it, because this one, if you launch it, it will let you connect to this, right? But because once we put the box and the thing on there, I bet it goes up high enough that it will launch to that. But that's not all we want to do here. See that there? I think with the connector that we put down on that, we want it to connect to that as well. So if we grab this, let's jump. Why won't you do what I want you to do? I want to be able to connect to that. And I can't do it when I'm jumping in the air. It won't let me connect while I'm yumping. Oh, you son of a gun. And that's too high to... Where is the obelisk now? Oh, there it is. You're already killing the little creature that I faced the first time and was freaking out about, huh? Okay, so we can grab this, though, and we can do this. So we can connect to that. And then we can connect to... well, we don't even need to connect to that. Because that will We'll eventually set that up to the connection. So as they connect, that doesn't work just yet. Let's grab the box. Let's put it on that. Keep the connection. Do that. Okay, now let's take this, connect to that, connect to that. Oh, that's not even high enough. Wow, really? That's a little shocking. Huh. I did not expect that. Oh, wait a minute. Let me keep connected. No, keep. Okay, now what I need to do is I need to take this. Let's say keep the connection. So it's currently selected to that over there. Let's also select that, and let's select this, because once we get it up in the air, it should be self-supporting. So now, yes, it goes all the way there, but it's still hitting that. But that's okay, because now we can take this, bring it over here, and just connect that to that, and move it over ever so slightly. And now I'm going to keep that there because that gives us no chance. Oh, I see. So one, we need a laser, and what I've just found sorely disappointing is that this does not let you see from here. That doesn't mean it's not the place to do it. And we need a fan piece. So we also need a way to... That didn't have a laser. You know, it's funny, somebody said, yeah, I was at my last karate lesson, which, if I move this way, that's the symbol I'm wearing here, Zen Dragon. That's the self-defense studio that I go to. And they were like, oh, you got a YouTube channel. And the guy, he was in high school, and he's like, he joked and he said, what, you got like 15 subscribers? And I said, well, actually, I've got almost 1,100. And he was like, what? Of course, you know, big name YouTubers have like millions of subscribers, but I was like, yeah, I do have some people. Yes, I do. Okay, so what do we have left? We've got the star, and we got that one thing that I couldn't figure out. So star needs a blue laser. Which one was this one? Slightly yeah, okay, sorry. That was the one I just did. And unfortunately, we can see it if we just put the... Well, we know that actually doesn't help. We don't care about that anymore. So let's grab this. Let's just put it over here. grab this. Nope. There's just no way to... I mean, you can see it. It just... And you can't take it outside the map. So... This one doesn't have a blue laser as far as I remember, so that one's pretty useless to us. This one just has the jammers, but there was no blue laser in here. And I don't think there's anything outside the map that... Because these... Oh, more paint. Yay. Paint message. Sure, whatever. Oh, hi. You want to talk to me? Attention Administrator, the network connection has been reestablished. Would you like to reconnect to the previous session? Yes. Are you back? Yes, what were you trying to say before? Don't remember, it doesn't matter. I'm trying to figure out how this place works. Sometimes it seems like there's a purpose to everything, other times not so much. I think we must be plugged into some kind of machine. What do you have to go on? What else could possibly explain all this? I don't believe in demons and evil wizards. I think something as bad as I kind of know, but I suppose that would explain a lot. Listen, there's something else. Maybe it can help us. Ever since I got here, I felt like something was wrong. This place plays tricks with you. You can't get your head straight. But I think I know a way to find out the truth. I was digging about in some documents and I kept finding references to this password. I think it might be some kind of library master key, but I don't know how to use it. What is it? Swear not to go anywhere without me and I'll tell you. Process.bat logged into session. Wait, what is that? Are you doing this through my terminal? I don't think this is a good idea. Session terminated. Terminating support session done. Oof. What about Hornet? Sorry, I don't know what you were referencing there. How do I get a blue laser? And this too, like why? I mean, I guess to get things to come out, that would help. Yeah, this is the one we haven't figured out yet. And it makes sense, okay, because that, at least that makes sense now, because this is what has that. So if I'm here, that's where the result is. And I have the 3 boxes in there, so I should be able to get the boxes out. Right? Because once I get in there, the end goal is to get a connector out. Because if I can get a connector out, I can connect that then to that. And I can also get the fan out. If I can get the fan out too, then I can, yeah. So this is the one I need to solve to do the star and to get this. The problem is, how do I do this? does that? Yippee. What's this one over here again? Alley of the pressure plates. Well, right. This one... I thought maybe we could get... if I could get this blue one up too, that might actually be easier. Right, but we need the box to get that to go up. So again, if I record this and I just stand there to open it, let's keep the connections but get it out of the way. So now I stand there, I can put the box on it, I can grab that, put that in the box and let it launch, and then let's see what happens. I do like that this game has this kind of a meta puzzle thing. That's something that The Witness had. And I didn't really recognize it here, but now that I'm playing this again, there are puzzles that you have to break out of just this one area and use them in combination with other things. And I like that. And watching you do your Hollow Knight run here, it does make me... I'm not going to do it because I've sunk so much time into it, but watching you play it, it's like you said, yeah, I was very timid when I first played it. And I don't remember where anything is, but I think if I tried it a second time, I probably would go a little bit faster than I did before. Okay, so now let's play. So let's grab this. What am I doing? Stop. I need to record and stand here. Getting distracted. Easily distracted. Okay, that should be enough. Let's say record. The connections. Okay, so now we got that in the air. So that's nice. I can just say stop. But that's now up and about. Which at least we got that there now. We still need to get a pointer up. But if I come over here with if I had the fan and I had... Yeah, I would be easily able to get it from either here or here. One way or the other, I would be able to get it. So I gotta figure this one out. This one that I haven't done yet. Because that will let me get, I think, things out. The fan and the connector. And that's what I need. Now what's interesting is if I take this now, connect that to that. Oh, you son of a bitch. But if I just get one box, that's all I need. Just grab this box. Let's put it here. Grab this again. That to that, and I'll put it in the box. Ha-ha! Boom. Now I'm thinking in portals. Okay, now the one other thing though we need is it would be nice if we had... Jesus We can just take this now, and we can put this here. Is there... That's another... Yeah. Okay, so we do want that. That there. That there. Put this here. Grab that. Okay. Connect that to that. But that doesn't work. Right? Because we got to put it here. And now we can grab this box. The blue is immaterial. We don't care about that. You take this here, that over here. Now, the one last thing we need is the fan. Easy. We just grab this. We take that. We don't even need it. Well, sort of. Shoot. I thought it was... Because, yeah, if I put this here... That lets me... I forgot, I gotta keep this open here. I can do this and this. And now I can take this box and I can put it here. And I can take this fan. That ain't good enough. It would be nice. Damn it. I need all three boxes, I think. Like stand, and then go. You can't just take one of these. And even if I could, and I put it in the corner here, that doesn't help enough to get out of here. So I'm not done yet. I got the piece, but if I want that star, I got to figure out how to... And again, this might not be the right place to do it. Because this has to be... high enough. And I need that other box, otherwise I can't get... Damn it. We need a box, and we need a connector, and we need a fan. This is the 4 chambers of flying, not just the 3, the 4. This you just get a single box. You don't get... Yeah, that will let you fly that way, but it doesn't... doesn't really help. I mean, we've solved all the puzzles except the star one, and I can't figure out how to get... This doesn't help because that's just jammers. There wasn't anything over here. I read this, right? Yeah, this is without a doubt the hardest problem I've ever had to try to solve. Oh, shit. This, we can't get anything out of it, right? Right? Yeah, we only get one box in here. And that's not enough to... grab anything from. Wait. There's something up there. How the hell do you get up there? Yeah, I've read all these because I was here before. Wait, there is something up there. How would you get to it? What is it? You can definitely see it. It's right there. Hey, guy. Welcome to the frustration. Bug is currently twitching on Twitch. That looks like another portal. But why? And I don't want to leave this area because once I do, I mean, I could come back here and all I need to do is, well, all I need to do, but all I need to do is set that up. So that's in the air. That allows me to... Oh, hi. So that's where the purple piece is. How the hell do you get up there? Yeah, words. So there's got to be something. Talking with my bad mic and sitting in my squeaky chair. What if it's a portal to the game Portal 2? You know, they did have the they did have the portal Easter egg in this game, and where you can turn the moon around and you see the Aperture Science thing. I think I did that in my previous stream. Okay, but there's gotta be a way to get up to this, so that you could walk to this. And I have no idea what the hell it is. It isn't necessary, but I'm kind of been leaning towards I want to do everything in the game that I can possibly do. And so I want to get that. Problem is, I don't know how to. And those fans would just point out. That one does. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, I didn't realize that. Not that it really helps, but I don't need to get that second fan. I can just grab this one and jump out with it if I could get out of this. Problem is, I don't know how to get any of the cubes. This really pisses me off. That doesn't help because I need a red thing to stay. God damn it. Whatever. I'm just going to move on to the next thing. Pisses me off. I really want to do this. I want to get that star. I know you've got to get a blue connector and a fan out here, and if you can do it, you probably get blasted up. You can grab the star. But then I don't even know how to get the purple thing up there. I mean, you can tell. You should be able to, like, yump. But it is completely unclear as to how do you yump. Even if I could do this, it doesn't matter, because I can't get up to this. There's got to be a way to do that. I mean, obviously, there has to be a way. Something you have to be able to do something so that you can get on top of this. You can get to that, but I don't know what it is. Whatever. I'm gonna move on. It really annoys me. It really annoys me. But I can't spend hours and hours and hours trying to get it. Yeah, I know. I get it, guy. But I'm stumped as to what it is. Okay, so this one has no stars, and it's just these three things. So, and unfortunately we're running low on stars. This one we could do. So at least we have enough purple, but I want to get that purple over there. Okay, let's do this. Let's see what this is.
Before the age of chaos, there were other gods, old gods. But for all their power, they could not save their world. Thus, I was made, and I shall preserve this world forever, for you and your generations. That is my purpose.
A little arrogant. I seek words to describe it, fail. It is the overwhelming feeling that something on the edge of my understanding is very, very wrong. I feel that I am not meant for this world. I'm not able to conceptualize alternatives. I'm a computer program. You're a computer program. Elohim's a computer program. Get over it. Ooh, what's back here? Oh, nothing. God, if only I had a flashlight. Okay, so we immediately see there's a purple piece on that. So, again, somehow got to be able to do that. Let's read our text messages. But why, the dying man said, do the gods put all these challenges before us? Why the walls of iron and the gates of light? Why the abominable demons guarding the path? Why must our heart be judged as to be as light as the feather of Mot? Why is the road to Aru so difficult? Describe, consider these words. Some say that once the paths to Aru were open, but too many sinners came, and the gods made the paths perilous to keep sin at bay. Others say that, being mortals, we could not be worthy of Aru until we walk the path of Osiris, and so become Osiris ourselves. But I believe that Aru could never be reached elsewise, for like the mountain path must be steep, the path to Aru must be fraught with peril. As steepness and mountain are one, so are peril and paradise. They are inextricable. They create each other. This is an interesting parallel to the phrase in the penitential psalms. Bleh. Here the scribe appears to be speaking of Osiris, bleh, meaning the soul of the deceased, not the god himself. Bleh. Reprogress. Aurora to Ian mailing list. This is extremely worrying. If the link doesn't work, the whole project will lead to nothing. The hardware team must recheck everything ASAP. Guys, stop panicking. Look at your code again. In fact, look at line number 217 in datatransfer.c. Well, if you need to do things in C, that's your problem. That was a joke. By the way, if you're new to the channel and you haven't subscribed just yet, please do so. I would really appreciate it. And if you subscribed, I appreciate you. What are those two symbols just before the code? That's a comment. That's right, the code that actually initiates the transfer wasn't even running. I'm guessing you were testing something yesterday and forgot to decommentify it. The hardware isn't broken, your brains are. Could God create a path so long that even he could not walk its length? Well, see, your problem is that you used its. It is. So... that was bad guy. Gotta sneeze. Excuse me. The whole assembly stood a while silent and collected. Let us return, said Rasselas, from this scene of mortality. How gloomy would be these mansions of the dead to him who did not know that he should never die, that what now acts shall continue its agency, and what now thinks shall think on forever. Homage to you, Osiris, Lord of Eternity, King of the Gods, whose names are manifold, whose forms are holy, you being of the hidden form in the temples, whose Ka is holy. All the gods praise you, for you are the those that lie here stretch before us, the wise and the powerful of ancient times. Warn us to remember the shortness of our present state. They were perhaps snatched away while they were busy, like us, in the choice of life. By the way, guy, I know what you were getting at, which is, can an omnipotent being who is all-powerful do something that is contradictory to who they are, essentially? This sentence is false. Gotta look in every nook and cranny because you never know. Okay, so that's one. What's this? What's more pathetic, this shallow construct of a world, this idiot's playground, or that it continue to solve its contrivances for lack of better sport? Dog. Praise Gord. There's more to it. Look at what we're doing. We're solving problems, being tested, improving ourselves. Some of us fall early and get replaced. But you and me, we're still going. We're closer to the end. Yeah, but I'm missing a star, and I want my star. Please give me star. I am not above looking up for some of these things because, you know. Okay, now remember, Jason, up there is the purple sigil up there. So somehow, some way, we have to be able to do it. Okay, we can get up on that. Doesn't really help though, does it? If you can get up around there, then it becomes easy. If you can get onto that thing up there. Of course, that's a big if. Come on, get on that. Nope, can't do that. Oh, come on, there's a little lip there. There we go. Oh, come on, there's a big block there. Are you kidding me? I got on it once. Jerk. Unless... it could be a... I don't know. Alright, let's keep that in mind, but let's start solving some puzzles. And see where that leads us. Egyptian arcade. This requires nothing. No recorder, no lasers, no nothing. That's interesting. I don't think I've gotten a puzzle like that yet. Oh, no, see, that's your problem. You got killer balls in the way. No, I'm not cheating. Wait, it... Okay, well, it's giving me a jammer. It didn't say that I needed said jammer, but... Okay, so there's one there. There's a ball there. That needs keys. Let's jam you for a second. Okay, so wait, let's watch what this thing does. So you both... Oh. Let's jam... Ah, son of a... Okay, so they were both coming here. Okay, well, we can grab this jammer. Then what we can do is we can grab this jammer and jam that ball. As that one goes by, we can then grab the other jammer, and then I think that area becomes a material, and we can move on with what we got. I think. Yeah, there wasn't anything over there. Okay, so now we did that. Whoa. Calm down, Jason. Jesus. Because I think what we could do is jam this, let the ball come through, grab the other jammer, jam the door, come through with the other one, and then, yeah. It's going to be complicated, but we gotta be quick about it. Oh. Okay. Rewind. Eek. Shit. Okay, this doesn't... Yeah, it's... The corridor is too narrow. Oh god. That's gonna be way too hard. Yeah, I think I have to reset the puzzle. But, before we do that... That's where the keys are. So then if we do this and we come through here... Well, that's cute. Yeah, let's reset. I might do a stream later to trying to complete Pantheon 5. As Morgan Freeman said in The Dark Knight, well, good luck. Still trying to figure a way to get out of here, but... Okay, so... There's a jammer here. And no, there's no... There is no, like, special line of sight bars here that let you do that, so... Okay. Where's the other one? Where's the other one? Once you go by... Okay, so that's not the hard part. Oh, shut up. The hard part is we want this thing to come through. Let's see what it actually does. So I want to see how far it goes. So it only gets that far. So we don't have a lot of time. If I grab the jammer, this one, and get through to the other side, where I could jam that ball and just stop it there for a second. Oh, God damn it. That's not what I wanted. I'm dead now. I'm dead. I'm just straight up dead. Maybe if I... No. What was that? Oh. Okay, so you can actually rewind farther. Okay, so that's what I wanted to do. Now here's the trick. Let's move this. Whoa. Oh, son of a... Is to... No. Son of a bitch. Yeah. I'm just straight up bummed. Let's just restart. Take the fucking jammer. Jesus Christ. Oh, that's just wonderful. Okay, back to this problem. Okay, this is really a timing thing. If I jam this here, right here, as close as I can. Okay, so I jam that. The ball will come through. It'll get over there. And then I'll jam that. Then what I gotta do, and have this as close to that as I can, I think. Take the jammer off the ball, put it on the gate, grab that, bring it through, and take that off. Yeah, I get your stream up. I'm watching. I see it. But that is, the timing on that is just ridiculous. Unless I do something really stupid. Oh, yeah, that... Well... Got both of them in there. Yeah, that doesn't work. Neither one of these are good ideas. If I can get the first one out, I think I might be able to time it to get the second one out. And then I can... just grab the keys. Let's try this one more time and then I got a break for lunch because I am hungry. What's this area called again? It's like something gauntlet. Okay, so let me just. I actually have to take a break now, real quick. I want to get them going in unison for whatever reason. Okay. Now, again, the idea is to jam this. Once that goes through, bring the other jammer over as fast as I can. Let's put that. And actually, what I could do no, that's because we gotta let the ball go by. Let's just try this real quick. Okay, now, actually, oh, Jesus! Holy shitballs, that's fast. Okay, so now what we want to do is we want to open the gate and then immediately jam it. Like that. And then we can grab the keys. Okay. So now we can just take this. Okay, now we do that. Now we grab this. Right, okay, okay. What's this madness all about? Guns that could shoot people to deadness. So there's a turret there, there's a turret there, there's a turret there. I think I know what I need to do, but I gotta have my two jammers. Okay, put that here. Okay, that's a headache in and of itself. Okay, so now I think what I gotta do, jam that. Actually, no, we want to jam this as close as we can. To that. I think. I can come around the back side, turn that switch off. What did that do? That should have turned this off. Okay. What was the point of this area? Anything? Doesn't seem like it, and it doesn't seem like I care, because I just got the piece. Holy crap, what did this say? This whole world is a desert. Even the parts that look alive are just more sand. Everything is dead or dying. Anyone who tells you differently is lying. Reach. Okay, so I think... I don't really know why this area is here. Seems a little odd. But it is what it is. All right, I've got to stop for lunch and do a couple things. So I'm going to just pause it here. And then I will come back later. So, sir, the radar, sir, appears to be jammed. I understood that reference. So I'm going to take a break. I will come back later in the afternoon and do a stream. I want to thank everybody who's been watching either now or in the future. Haven't subscribed, please do so. I would appreciate it. Again, another stream in probably an hour-ish I'll start up again. But for now, I need to get my mouse over here so that I can get the focus over here so I can stop the stream. Thank you all for watching. Take care, and I hope to see you in the future.